you still think that Lenny did not have sex with the person that he had an emotional affair with?
Good question, Julia and Taylor.
Because I had access to his
DMs.
Yeah.
Right, but he's not gonna say like
but they did
for licking my balls. Like
You know what? This is too much.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. This is the second time me recording this video for the Real Housewives of Miami.
I want my 20%, bitch.
Season 5, episode 3. Because my mic freaking went out, so I'm gonna go back to the little old fashioned and just knock this out with that. So y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get down in the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
All right, y'all. So the episode starts off where it left off. Lisa and Larsa is just basically going at it, just about to tear each other's heads off. And yeah, you know, like it's just the same old, same old. So, you know, Alexia and Todd do their whole, you know, toast, and you know, it's a beautiful toast. They basically reminisce about everything that happened in the past and like how they met. He still got the card from her little business card when he was like, you know, can I get your number? She's like, here's my card. It's just so sexy how they did that. And you know, he showed that he still got the card, and just like something that was really, you know, special to them. So while the toast was underway, Lisa walks off and she just storms off, just like, you know what, let me go get a drink because I'm over it. And then you see her, like, everybody start gathering inside, and we see Lisa basically talking about Larsa, talking about she is maligning my name, she is a fraud, I can't believe she's over here saying this about me, how dare she, da 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 da, she need to walk the plank, walk the plank, walk the plank. She kept saying that, and just like, you know, walk the plank. Is there a plank? Is there a plank? Putting 20 on 10 on the whole situation. I'm just like, girl, at some point,
is it that serious?
We get it.
you don't mess with her, you don't vibe with her, that's cool, that's perfectly fine. But like, you're beating that dead horse at this point. Because I mean, Larsa was on your head top, I get it. But you know, Larsa walks in while all the other girls are talking about her. She was like, yeah, you can come over here, Larsa, we're talking about you. And Larsa's just like, girl, can you just give it a rest? It is what it is. Like, I said what I said, you said what I said, it's not that deep, why are we still talking about this? And Lisa is really beating a dead horse, because I'm just like, she is mad. Like, that's what makes me think that, is there something else going on? Like, do you not know your finances? Are you not secure in that situation? Like, what is making you this hostile, especially when the other party is just like, girl, okay, cool, like we could call it square, we're done. So it was just very weird. So while the wedding party, you know, Alexia and her husband comes in, and mind you, Frankie, Alexia's son, was sitting there the whole time eating the drama up. You already know he's gonna tell his mom, like, girl, there is drama. But you know, Marisol just cut it short, like, y'all put a pin in it because they're coming in. I don't want no drama at my best friend's wedding. On party, just cut it short. So cool. So we just basically see everybody just dancing, having a good time at the whole party, and just, you know, having good vibes, just celebrating Alexia and Todd's you know, marriage. So we cut to the next day, and we see Julia meeting a modeling agent by way of Kiki, and you know, she's trying to get back into the modeling scene. She is a like 50-year-old woman who is, you know, at home, an empty nester. She's trying to navigate living by herself. You know, Martina is over here traveling. She's a tennis commentator, so she feels very alone. She's like, what can I do to fill out my time? You know, I can't just be on the farm all day. So, you know, she got back into modeling. Once Kiki brought it up, she was like, okay, cool. So the modeling agents there, she basically telling them, like, they're like, what kind of modeling do you want to do? So she shows them her actual printed portfolio, and like she going to like a go-see. And she just basically shows them like her editorial runway print, a lot of stuff that she's done. And you know, she's a gorgeous woman, still a gorgeous woman. And they're just like, you know, this industry is transforming. You know, we have people of different size, shapes, skin complexions. You know, there's so much that people, the fashion industry is trying to be more inclusive, slowly, but you know, they're trying to be more inclusive. So it doesn't matter what age she is, race, whatever, you know, there's always going to be a genre or a niche for someone. So you know, they basically sign her on, you know, give Kiki her things. You know, Kiki did her big one on that one. We then transfer over to Alexia and Marisol getting their nails on. This seemed like a very like gonna be a theme of them just going to get their nails done, because this is the second time this has happened. And they talk about the party, like, you know, I'm so happy that you and Todd got married, y'all are perfect for each other, you know, everybody says that. And you're like, I love this, it's the all that. So they talk about Peter. You know, Peter brought his girlfriend, and you know, Alexa's just like basically going through the backstory about the girlfriend, and like, you know, this is the same girl that got him arrested and for domestic violence, but he wasn't like beating her and or like trying to kidnap her or keep her against her will. He didn't want her. She was drunk, and he didn't want her to drive home. This, that, and the third. My whole thing is, I mean, I don't know what happened in that wherever he was at, in that house or whatever. They could be over here
Mayweather and Pacquiao just knocking it out.
Who knows? Because like in these apartments, they are WWE wrestlers, okay? So it's like you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But at the end of the day, she's going to defend her son. Cool. But I mean, let's say, hypothetical, let's say the girl was trying to leave his house and get into an Uber. Who knows, you know? But you know, the charges for the case against Peter was dropped, and he's still with that same girl. Very toxic. I feel like there's a lot of toxic relationships, and then I got time like for the screaming, hollering, fist fighting, door slamming. Ain't nobody got time for none of that. And it's weird. And it's like, if you have to do all that with your partner, why be in a relationship with them in the first place? But you know, to each his own. Child, if you like it, I hate it. We didn't see Larsa go to the doggy park with her dog King, and she flies in a trainer from LA, and this man is fine. And you know, King, her dog, is bad. That dog is bad. She's over here jumping on her, trying to get the treats, biting her. She don't know how to control the dog. He dragging her. I'm just like, Larsa, you over here trying to run with the dog. That BBL, baby, it is staying still. But you know, the trainer got her dog to do like tricks and stuff, to sit, you know, stay, and just the basic dog commands. And she did it as well, so it could be done, but she still has to get basically control and get into a groove with her dog to make sure that he listens to her, because like he definitely overpowers her and like dominates her. So you know, we definitely got to get that figured out, because she tells him to sit, he'll sit, and then but he try to get that treat. His focus is mainly on that treat. But you know, hopefully with the dog trainer, everything will fix itself. So Nicole, she invites all the girls out to a beach day. She invites everybody out besides Larsa and Lisa, obviously, because you know they have so much drama going on, and she want to bring the vibes down. She's like, you know, I left them, didn't invite them because it's just like they got too much tension, and I don't want to hear the same storyline going over and over and over and over for a fourth time. So she's like, cool, we didn't bring them. So Kiki, Gertie, Alexia, Julia, and Adriana all come to the beach. I think Julia brings her dog, and you know, they're all just basically talking about the whole Larsa and Lisa situation, just how maybe there's something bigger going on. Obviously, we know that there's something bigger going on with Lisa, because it's just like she's a dog with a bone. Like, girl, just let it go at this point. But they feel like something bigger is going on, and obviously we know that because Lenny is trash. Adriana came last, so you know, she was just like, Alexia brought up, well, you know, Adriana, I think the guy that you're with, he might be married and had kids, but I don't know. Maybe you should just go ask and check that. So Adriana was like, yeah, I don't think so. You know, I've been talking to this dude since last year, and you know, they're on TV. So I feel like if he did have a wife, I mean, she would have saw, but you know, it is what it is. But we'll see what happens with that. Alexia meets her son at for lunch, and it's like mob style. He got the glasses on, she looks all dolled up, looking gorgeous. And it's kind of weird because like Peter is very, you know, I'm happy that y'all got married, you know, everything was fly, you look gorgeous. Then the third, she's like, yeah, you did too, and I saw that you brought old girl. He's like, yeah, you know, she was my date, this, that, and the third, we got back together, everything's good. And she's just like, you know, I can't really control who you date, but I just feel like it's weird that you're still dating her after the whole situation. Like, what's going on with that? And his whole thing was, well, you know, you always chase all my girlfriends away, so I don't see what the whole deal is, this, that, and the third. And I'm just sitting over here just like, but it's just so crazy that it's like, as she's trying to basically show him some type of concern by the
Toxic relationship
that he's in, he's over here just like it's your fault. And it's just so weird because she's trying to show him that, like, why are you going to put yourself through this mental strain and turmoil for a person that really probably don't give two F's about you and probably just using you for some type of benefit or come up, who knows? But at the end of the day, she's just like, you know, I'm always wrong and your dad's like perfect. All the girls in your life are perfect and the men in your life are perfect, but me, I'm always wrong. And I feel like with her, that was definitely her deflecting, because he didn't say that. He's just saying like, all the girls I bring over, you treat them horrible. And that could be a true thing, but you know, she was very defensive in that point because she felt some type of way. Like, I mean, as a parent, you try to tell them something, they don't listen. You just like, okay, well, I'm the problem. She not listening. She just went off on a tangent, which it is what it is. And they just left it at that, you know. Nothing got solved, nothing at all. So, you know. And lastly, we see Lisa and Lenny at their beautiful home I think they live on Star Island in Miami. It's such a beautiful home. And you know, she has a candlelight dinner. She has a private chef that she got there, and they're black. And you know, they had like such a good time. Like the food looks good, the scenery looks really good. They're out by the pool, and you know, they really are vibing, and you feel the chemistry between them. So it's kind of confusing of how it goes from this to what the next scene is about to be. Is really confusing. But you know, as they're eating, one of the housekeepers comes out and she's just like, oh my gosh, Dr. Lenny and Lisa, I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of the housekeepers or wherever I think she said her name, fell in the shower and broke her arm. And they're like, oh my gosh, Lisa is visibly like shaken. I feel like anybody would be, right? And Lenny's just like, oh, okay, well, let me just go check. He get up. He has no like get up and go, no concern, which is weird. So Lisa goes and she asks the lady, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I broke my wrist. So she was like, okay, I'm about to call 911, like in a panic. Like she started panicking, but she's still under control, nothing too crazy. And she started dialing 911, and then Lenny's telling her like, don't dial 911. What are you doing? We don't call 911 for like this stuff, like at all. So he tells her to hang up the phone. She goes to the kitchen just like, okay, like she's like, am I tripping? Like, I should call it 911, right? That's what she's saying to the chefs. I mean, I would call 911 because at the end of the day, like, why not? But Lenny like gets pissed. He's like, if I just told you not to call 911, don't not call 911. What part don't you comprehend? Just really talking down to her like she's a child. I don't know what child was there, but it wasn't Lisa or those grown men that he was talking to. He was talking to the chef like that too. Very disrespectful, and it was just like, what was the point of you not calling 911? Maybe, playing devil's advocate, maybe he didn't want to have like there to be a story that the ambulance came to his house, this, that, and the third. I don't know. But I mean, you're going to have the lady that broke her arm and the other lady riding the Uber, and those are your employees that you probably got to pay for their health insurance. How is that going to work? You're going to call like, yeah, just use my health insurance. I mean, that's weird. So, I don't know. It's just certain things that happen where it's just like, I don't like this. It just seems very toxic, and I wish Lisa the best. Obviously, it seems like Lisa's doing fine now with the young man that she's talking to. So, I mean, hey, I'm not mad at it, girl. Get your groove back. You have a lot of time to heal. I just feel like it's going to be reopening wounds to really watch this back over, because it's triggering me as well with the stuff that's going on in my life. But y'all, let me know what you think. Do you agree with Lenny to not call 911, or agree with Lisa to call 911? Let's see who has some type of morals and values. No, y'all, but thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Episode 4 of Miami and Salt Lake City. Peace.